Dicky Crystal in here. So I want to bring forward something that happened, an experience that happened to me yesterday. Let's do the breath first. Let's breathe in 3 times. Through the nose, deep into your belly, deep into New Gaia now. Just allow it to happen. One more time. One more time. Esene to etene 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 akaini tene tatatoine tataini. Allow yourself to tune into this, beloved channels. Allow yourself to feel you. Wow, that feels nice. Thank you. Everything here is at its highest potential. Clear channel. And it is so, and so it is. So I want to explain a little event that happened yesterday. So this individual, beautiful soul, had sent me a thing that he does, and it's called, I think, the Hermit. And he calls forward the Lemurians and the Arcturians and Ceres and the whales and the elephants and the dolphins. And I just really felt into this vibration of it yesterday. And so when I was reading it, I felt like a box was being created around me. So I let go of the box. I asked the box to be released and to see it clearer, pure, the message. And not that the words were wrong or anything, but I just felt this box for me. So I just let it go. And so I asked for, the Atturians and them to step forward. Wow. And so let me take a drink of water. Lots of water, my friends. So I'm going to bring forward what happened. So, let me bring this forward because I don't want to forget. After the transmission came through, what brought me out of the transmission is I kept hearing this rumbling. At first I was feeling it in my body, and then I could hear it like in a distance, and I could feel this rumbling and hear this rumbling that was happening. And man, within 5 minutes it turned into a tornado, and it didn't touch ground, but it was perfect. But it was just so powerful, and it just felt so part of all of that happened. So I'm really excited to see how this comes forward, and just allow it to happen. So just allow yourself to breathe through the transmission. Allow yourself to not listen to the words, but feel the vibration of it. Feel into the frequency that's coming forward here, and allow. So, here we go. Feel your heart expand, beloveds. Feel yourself balance in the frequency at this very moment, here and now. Even if you were watching this years from now. I, Astron, am present as the beloved channel has stuff to say. You can feel us drop into your energetic field as you are tapping into yourself. As the channel has allowed herself, in the allowance of it to deepen within her, it is taking her to many levels of herself. And she is tapping into many potentials of herself in the collective. Yesterday, as she called forward the beings of Attune and the Lemurian, and even the species of the sea, I asked her, and Mother of all mothers, who have traveled through time and space, and have created myself and recreated myself and recreated myself and recreated myself over and over infinite times, to take shape and form of all species, of all beings. You are feeling this resonate within your body, a turning on in a way. I am called the Divine Mother on some aspect, but I am from the interworld, the beings beyond that rise and radiate from the interworld here on this Gaia, the Mother Earth. As this beloved channel call forward the beings, I am all of that. I am also a collective with the Gaia herself. We brought forward much information to this beloved channel, and some will be shared here today. Some was for her own development and growth. As she is acclimating into a higher version of herself, we are also acclimating into that energy of her and shifting and changing her and us. Some would say, why do we need to change? For we are resonating with the nowness of the timeline that is here and now. So we are also merging with that. As you are seeing what you call storms upon your earth plane, they are being created for many reasons. Some would say the government is doing this, and in some ways they are. But this is being recreated for a reason. Your world is shifting into a potential of itself, and you are guiding it there. As you are tuning into your own frequencies of you. The exterior of this earth plane is going to go through a drastic change. And when the events of the weather are created, they create a disturbance. We will bring forward, even as this beloved channel had witnessed a tornado yesterday in her own region and felt very part of that and was a part of that. The big wind shifts of the circulations of the vortexes are being activated of this world. The storms are being created by the vortex, activating into a higher consciousness of themselves also. They are acclimating into a frequency of the magnetic field that will instantly shift through a tornado. It changed the magnetic energy in that region. It is shifting into itself of a higher consciousness also. This is all happening for the shift that is happening here to the new Gaia. There is a the beloved channel is kind of resisting this, for she does not want to bring forth predictions or fear. But this is not a fear-based, and this is not a prediction. In a way it is, for those who are seeing it that way. This is evolution happening. This is Gaia resurfacing herself, which has been written in your histories and not written in your histories. There is history that has never been written before. History before history. Your world is shifting into a mini, we will say, ice age. This is happening for the let's say this word, molecular structure of the new Gaia coming forward. The ice that will be created here on this region will reflect a new being of itself. The ice helps to create a new reflection, new energy. It is a growth plate for Gaia. She has done it many times. As you see your weather change and shift, do not fear this. It is doing it perfectly. It is changing how things were held here, how things had bound themselves here. It is freeing the surface from so much. As the interworld is surfacing to the outer world, which this is what's happening right now. It is shifting into a higher consciousness of itself, the new paradigm of Gaia. You are merging from one to the other, holding space in both. I am here coming forward through this beloved channel, for she is also part of us. as you all are who are coming forward. As you are tapping into your own beingness, you are igniting the beings within you. It is resurfacing of itself. You are regaining abilities in yourself that have been laying dormant in your DNA for a while, and now are going to start surfacing to bring forth new ways. You may see a lot of death of the ocean. This is also a reshifting. You may see it as death, but new life is being created. Different species are being created here and now. So know that there is no end here for any species. As you are shifting into your awareness, you will feel much happening within your interworld also. You are we are bringing forth a preparation. The preparation is for the Ice Age. The grid that you sustain connection for your energetic heating will not sustain these temperatures, and it will deplete itself. So a wood stove would be very beneficial for each of you. Even in areas that you cannot have a wood stove, I would place one there for in times of need. You will not be without heat then. You will go through extreme heats and extreme cold, and then the cold will hold for a while. Your placements of where you will be when this is taking place, you are feeling that shift happen within you. There is no fear, there is nothing to fear here. For this is just another shift of herself to take her to another paradigm of herself. I, Astron, am here to assist you through this. You will bring much forward on all. Allow your heart to be open. Allow it to be free. And it will be. You are returning to that. Each and every one of you. And it is happening now for all. And we are in great celebration for your participation in all of this. I, Astron, am here and with you all. Attune. Wow, my hands are frozen. It's like my hands up to here are like frozen. Like freezing. Cold. Like really cold. Wow, thank you, Astron. Thank you. So, when I went into this, and they brought me forward in a lot of information, when they brought this all forward, I never felt fear from it, but I did have fear of sharing it, and I gotta let that go too. I had to go through my own process of letting that go, because everything that is brought forward is for the highest and best. And just feel it in your heart. There's no fear here. We're just going through another change, and the world it's happening, you know. And it's been happening. It's been happening for a while. It's been happening for a while. So our springs are changing. Everything's changing. So just allow yourself to feel that. Allow yourself to feel into the energy of that. And even yesterday when the tornado was going by, I was like, I didn't see the tornado, I just seen the clouds, the rainbow, and the hail, huge hail, like 2 inches. It was the biggest hail I've ever seen. Well, one time in Tahoe, I seen them like the size of like tennis balls, but yeah, powerful when I tuned into it. And I didn't feel no fear for it. I just felt it shifting something. Just shifting. And that's what it's doing. That's what it's doing. Each piece to the whole. Each piece to the whole. So I send love to all of you. I send love to all of you. They're here. The Acturians, all of them. We're all doing this together. I send love. May you be blessed.